Hello and welcome to Mechanicus 2 demo. It just came out and I want to see what they did. As far as I know, it's quite different from the previous version, first Mechanicus, but some things should remain the same. So let's start a new demo campaign on difficulty normal because leading by the difficulty modifiers, there are some things I do not know what they do, and I want to know what they do. So let's begin on normal difficulty, and if I like it, I will try Grim Darkness and see how badly it is.
I can confirm the presence of Xenos structures.
Deadly Visitor Steamroller. Your objective is to explore and catalog any Xenos artifacts and report back to the Omnisynod.
Such a shame to finally find what I have sought and not bring anything back.
Limit your activities to observation. Our Forge world is young. We would know what has been here before. Only then can this region be consecrated to the Omnisire and its bounties exploited.
Of course, Prime Hermeticon. My maniple will locate an entrance to the underground structure. Let us venture deeper. There is always so much under the surface for the taking.
So right, they added actual voice acting. I'm pretty sure some people will complain that they prefer the previous dialoguing. I'm positive about it. Look at those shiny graphics.
A door left open for us. Perhaps seismic activity has opened it. Excavation Maniple Eta 7. Scout ahead. Secure the entrance. These ruins belie the much larger structure beneath. There is much here I find familiar.
So we have a forge world that's on a Necron infested planet, or rather. Emergent, anomalous energy readings, unknown origin.
Xenos, my hypothesis holds true. The day will not be wasted after all.
Welcome to Mechanicus 2. Mechanicus 2 is a turn-based tactical RPG in which you take control of a powerful leader supported by a group of combatants. To avoid defeat, you must ensure your leader's survival at any cost, even the sacrifice of your other units. Turn order. It's your turn. During your turn, select any of your units to play it. You can play each unit once per round. Use tab to cycle through your available units. So right, and side I see it's not just like sort of in XCOM what you call it, Chimera Squad, or or like in the Menace, like you take a turn, they take a turn, you take a turn, they take a turn. I'm not fan of this kind of action plays, but oh well, they did that. By using a movement action, a unit may freely move up to movement limit during its turn. Each weapon action may be used once per turn, but be careful after using a weapon. The unit cannot move again that turn. You can increase the animation speed of your unit's movement and actions in the settings. Traits and statuses. Traits are passive effects. They sometimes require specific conditions in order to trigger, so don't forget to read their descriptions. During a skirmish, a unit may also be temporarily affected by positive or negative statuses. Ending your turn. Once you have finished using the unit you are playing, you can end your turn. So we have a servitor, and a Skidar Ranger, and Skiviola herself. Some units have special actions known as skills. Unlike weapon actions, skills can be used at any point during a unit's turn without restricting its movement. So she has one. This is a okay. So we have a Scarab. Cannot pick Scarab Sworn. They don't tell if this inner circle here is the minimum and maximum range or what. Anyway, let's check. Cognition points. Generated via unit traits, cognition points are a resource unique to the Adeptus Mechanicus. Use them to empower your leader's movement, weapons, and skills, or to activate your leader's canticle for a unit. You cannot have more than 10 cognition points stored. Canticles are special enhancements exclusive to Adeptus Mechanicus units. Each tech priest leader grants one unique canticle to the units under their command. Litany of the Ancient Matrix. The next weapon action this unit uses inflicts +1 damage. Okay, but we already shot. After attacking enemy target range 5 or more, generate 1 cognition. So I now see. If we want to generate cognition points using the Skitari Ranger, we need to shoot at least from 5 range, so that probably was the circle. Anyway. Let's finish you. After suffering damage, generate 1 cognition point. So yeah, he took damage. So now we have 2 canticles. 2 cognition points. And since you are dead, what do we have? Apply weakened and immobilize to the target. This is Necron warrior. We have a macro stabber, which is 3 damage pistol, or we can use an axe that does 2 to 3 damage, bypasses defenses. Or we have blaster, applies burning, bypasses armor. And increases max damage if the warrior doesn't move. He moved, so we're not doing max damage. Weapon action costs 1 canticle. It's pink. I mean, not canticle, 1 to cognition point. So what should I do, right? He acts. He's still asleep, like we have 2 turns. He didn't act, he did act. I cannot move here. Attacking melee. Yeah. Why did moving cost thingy magic? 4 damage. So he is burning, he should die on the next turn, right? At the end of its turn, suffers 1 damage. At the end, oh, that means he can do damage. But I can attack also with pistol, and he's dead. Right. And finally you. Timeline. This is the timeline. It's very useful tool for planning your tactics each round. Player turns are marked with your faction icon in your turn. You may activate one unit of your choice provided it has already acted this round. At the start of the skirmish, an enemy unit's place in the timeline is hidden. It is revealed when the unit's first activities or when it is targeted by a weapon or skill. Use this information to prioritize threats and avoid wasted damage. Okay, I think I don't get it. So, yeah, eliminate the ones that has the turn. So we have more turns before. At the end of each round, the reinforcement step occurs. During this step, both you and the enemy have the opportunity to deploy any units held in reserve to the battlefield. These units are then placed into the timeline for the next round. Once the step is complete, a new round begins. Well, we don't have reinforcements, I believe. I cannot move towards him, but I can shoot him, kill him, probably using this gun and this pistol, and he'll be out. Then I will have one person to attack the Necron warrior. Now I can move towards him and splat. Because he cannot probably attack in the melee, he had to move and triggers the Overwatch or something.
That is the last of them.
Partial exigency report from Servitor 99-7 Gamma. Location 18.9 meters below.
An emergency? What is the servitor's status? Report.
Communications interference. Request cannot be fulfilled.
Then we shall have to see it for ourselves. Servitor 997 Gamma. Satisfactory? Evidently was for where?
The servitor requires attention before it is functional. Access the condition on the servitor and attempt any necessary repairs.
The servitor's logic circuits were burned out, and the gyro sextant misaligned. These have been corrected. Report on its status.
Servitor 99-7 Gamma functioning at minimal capacity.
It will have to suffice.
Access the condition of the servitor and attempt any necessary repairs. Unit recruited. Servitor.
This one is damaged. Its machine code generator must be malfunctioning. Servitor, engage low Gothic speech mode.
Servitor 99-7 Gamma auditory response mode initiated.
Good. I would scour this place for its secrets, but it is unwise to tarry. Survey our immediate surroundings and report.
Core chamber detected beyond gateway.
The mechanics of fate have put a door in our path. Surely the Omnisire wills us to delve further.
The Xenos technology of the gateways is unresponsive. Design how to proceed. Subtlety or aggression. Attempt to open the gate by finding and examining the locking mechanisms in the hope of operating indirectly. Or there is no time for the vagaries and hazards of Xenos technology. Use a pair of ammunition magazines as improvised explosives and blast the gateway open. Let's go subtle.
A modulated current applied to the locking components should produce results.
Power spike detected.
And it opens. There is no obstacle that will not melt away before a sufficiently cunning application of knowledge.
Attempt to open the gate by finding and examining the locking mechanism in the hope for an reality. The door has been opened. Yay.
Excavation maniple 8 to 7, and mostly intact. Servo skull, find us a way back to the surface.
Calculating optimal routes.
For an eternity, we slumbered. And as we slept, we dreamed of half-remembered lives and new forms of cold metal and hate, of shackles broken and gods humbled, of the empire that was ours and the galaxy that bowed to us. From a slumber, to the Pharaon Sankotep. Nefershah. She who was to decide the fate of Kifroth.
So I heard that you may be able to play both as Necrons and as Mechanicus.
The cold of the great sleep. I have dreamed, but now I awake.
The weight of eons lay on the tomb of Nefershah. The Vargard knew her slumber had been a long one, but there was no telling how long.
There is no time to wallow in our past. I am the hand of the Pharaon. I am the Vargard to Sankotep. My duties are to the throne. Cryptek Kynox, attend to me.
But I was not there. Nefershah found herself faced with alien intruders. She regarded the creatures with as much mild curiosity as anger. They appeared partially biological and carried weapons of strange and inefficient design. They moved to attack, but Nefershah gave no quarter.
Only the ignorant would despoil the tomb of a Pharaon's Vargard. For that ignorance, I am the punishment.
Reanimation protocols. The first time a Necron unit is destroyed in a skirmish, its reanimation protocols activate. A round countdown timer will appear, and when it reaches 0, the unit returns to play. So they will reanimate in 3 turns, all of them. Rise. Some skills like Rise allow you to accelerate the return of unit undergoing reanimation protocols. So we have Flayed One. It's near the servitor. Was it a wise voice? I don't know. Imperious Advance. Charge in a straight line and inflict damage on the first entity encountered. Dominion level 3 plus 2 range. Dominion level 6 plus 1 damage for every 2 cells covered. Okay, so I'm guessing the Dominion levels are buffs of whatnots. I thought that was shooting stuff. Cover. Some units can use cover to prevent themselves being targeted by the enemy. Be wary, however, cover can potentially be destroyed by allied or enemy attacks. Okay. Attacks opportunity. Once per round, you can make attack opportunity. was my mistake. Playing probably way too many, pirates. Can't do anything. And I think I was way too aggressive. One. Dominion. Each time one of your Necron units inflicts damage, Dominion gauge fills by the same number. When the gauge is fully filled, a Dominion level is gained and the gauge resets. Each level enhances or unlocks certain weapons and skills. So how does difficulty they'll be always maxed out? Who's next? No. Let's finish you. You are going first. I have 2 turns before I could kill you, so let's use our Necron boys. It's from down to up, okay? What? I think there's a line blocker.
The tomb of Nefershah was extensive, and its observation protocols long dormant. Until they were fully activated, the Vargard had to seek her cryptic advisor alone.
These unworthy trespassers must not be permitted to become troublesome. And still, Kynox is not present. My cryptech should be in attendance.
decided an approach to finding cryptic Canucks. The Fresh opted to locate Canuck as quickly as possible, heedless of any danger or the Nefershah, wary that she may have been awoken by the presence of danger in her tomb. This we control. Let's go haste.
Honored Vargard, forgive me. Some malfunction of the tomb's awakening protocols has sealed my stasis crypt until these invaders are gone.
Curb your obeisances, Kynox. Though the task is beneath me, I shall disinter you.
Nefershah opted to locate Canucks as quickly as possible, heedless of any danger.
We are still missing Engine Seer Devos. It would be logical to rescue him if he yet lives.
He's dead.
Though an escape route is the highest priority, it would be an unforgivable waste to squander this opportunity to examine a Necron tomb. I lost treasures beyond enumeration to the exterminators at Silver Tenebris. The wantonness, the waste. I will permit no such tragedy here. Less than useful. Should we come across Davos, all the better. But for now, I must determine the best route through this labyrinth myself.
Topographical scan indicates structure extends in all directions. Allied life signs? No. Watch for any intelligence or technology that can be acquired while exploring the tomb, or ignore the information reaches of the tomb in favor of moving as quickly as possible. Let's go. Multiple undetermined energy signatures located. Approximate escape route divination in progress.
The tomb is no mere dead structure. Something stirs here, even if it sleeps. The circumspect approach was clearly the correct one. Thus, the pursuit of knowledge is always rewarded.
Watch for any intelligence or technology that can be acquired while exploring the tomb. Fewer enemies will spawn next skirmish. Aha.
More resistance. The tomb is not merely defended by dregs and stragglers. It is awakening.
Alright. So we have Servitor, Skitari Ranger, and two Skitari Vanguards. Can deploy 5, right? So Vanguard is closer range. Fixes pause on target, generates 1 cognition point. So we don't know who acts first. So it's the shooty boys. don't have a choice. Servitor. I think that no. I think the movement, the pluses, is for using additional cognitive points. And you don't have a sign. We have more of you. So I guess one of those will move. How far can I move? Yeah. No, not you. How far? Irradiated. What does it mean? At the end of its turn, suffers 1 damage and bypasses defense. Yeah. So he will die once he does an attack. Ow. Goes first, you. Kill you both then. So you were going first. And we then boom. Then you are going. I should have done. That doesn't matter. he mineraled, fortunately. Oh. And goodbye.
The structure ahead appears unstable. Topographical scan. A ravine we must cross. Erosion or seismic activity has taken a toll on the tomb. Time is pitiless, even to the Necrons.
An area of the tomb and appears damaged by the shifting of surrounding rock over the millennia. Be warned, the passageway is split by a deep rift and the ceiling is prone to collapse. Well, we were always cautious in this side, so let's be cautious once more. Structure scan complete, surrounding area stable.
Moreover, this was a storage area for samples of an alloy I do not recognize. The Necrons in their ignorant slumber grant us a gift. It would be illogical not to accept it.
No consequences. Skirt around the damaged area to avoid danger.
Another gateway. This one far more elaborate. But our path had taken us not to the outside, but to an inner chamber. The Omnisire commands that the knowledge beyond must be gained.
Distress signal detected. Ident data processing. Ident confirmation. Engine seer Devos.
Devos lives, but barely, it seems. Give me his life signs.
Critical musculoskeletal damage, blood loss, augmented cascade failure.
What little flesh remains of Devos has proven weak indeed.
The engine seer Devos. Injuries are potentially mortal. Attempting to save him is the course of action most endorsed by the tenants of the Creed Mechanicus. However, the chances of his survival are low. The effort expended may not be rewarded. Well, let's attempt.
Shock his central nervous system. A full bioelectric reset may stabilize his augmentations.
Applying direct current stimulation. Advisory. Stand back. Cardiopulmonary activity nil. Brain function nil.
His injuries were beyond remedy. Unfortunate. This death represents a significant deficit in resources.
Attempt to restore dangerous vital signs and stabilize him. Regain trait focus +1 maximum damage. for many
Enough
moments.
delay. Open these doors. A not unexpected welcome.
Kill enemies. So we have shooty boy, shooty boy, shooty boy, melee boy, shooty boy, and a melee boy. And we have reinforcement, looks like here, 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 and here. So 4 probably cryptic drones. I think we should stay away from the shooty boys. Oh. There we go. One shooty boy down. Alright, now we need to remove Mr. Shooty Boy number 2. Didn't the game say that after shooting you cannot move? No, that's why they're dying, because they're irradiated, despite their reanimating. They're being burned. I goofed. Too close. Now I definitely need to kill you. Now I actually had it. Undo. Yeah, there should be an undo. Command. Okay, that was lucky. It's a range. I like it how the number of hit points in those scarabs is one scarab is 1 hit point, and they all are removed.
The sarcophagus chamber. The heart of the tomb. Random fate generation has led us here. The Omnisire willed it.
Nefershah's first glimpse of the invaders was of an individual who would prove to be an outlier in their number. Though Nefershah did not know it at the time, this scatholma was from the human order of the Adeptus Mechanicus. It was learned in the ways of scientific theory and practice, albeit only by primitive human standards.
A strange and biological thing. Is this what has infested the galaxy in our absence? One would imagine evolution had produced something more robust. is indeed a tomb, and you are the one interred. Evidently a Necron of some seniority. A rare specimen. Yes. It understands us. Physically unimpressive, but advanced. You shall discover just how advanced we can be, Xenos. This primitive creature addresses me as if I were an outsider. Yet this is my domain. One that no intruder will be permitted to tread. Let alone a whelp from a species not fit to witness a Necron's majesty. I am no tinkerer with ancient trinkets I do not understand. I have harvested technology from 100 Xenos races and delved into secrets even your once great civilization does not know. We mastered the forces of this galaxy before you even stumbled blindly across your world's surface. What secrets can you know that are not trifles to the Necrons? It is only fitting they die with you.
And we have a first boss battle. Yeah. And despite me having wounded enemies, she does not. Right, so we have a shooty boy, shooty boy, shooty boy, shooty boy, some scarabs, and some frayed ones. Right. So it's two of them versus one of mine. How fair. Servitor, no, this is Vanguard Servitor. Well, of course, we need to remove the shoot once for one damage. Necros balance. One down. Yay. Alright, so you're acting first and you. That's you down. Thank you for doing max damage. It's fine. You are going next, so we have 3. Fishy boys. 4. You up. Next goes you. Let's finish Scaviola.
Countermand self-preservation routines. Full principle defense protocols. Application.
Running exfiltration route selected.
The leader of the invaders used its underlings to surround Nefershah while it fled her sarcophagus chamber. The Vargard swiftly dispatched these sacrificial minions, but not before the instigator of the intrusion had escaped her.
The architect of this outrage has fled. Moreover, this intrusion may not be isolated. There is no telling how many aliens are on Kivroth. I must go to my Pharaon. Sankotep must know. From the moment I first witnessed the interlopers, they disgusted me. Eons we slumbered, waiting to reclaim our galaxy, only for it to become infested with vermin that proliferated in our absence. Now, we awaken to retake what is ours. Wretched amalgamations of meat and metal, shackled to ignorance by your faith. Do you truly believe you can stop us? We, who have shattered our very gods and enslaved them to our will. The stars were young when our empire was ascendant, and when the last of them die, we alone will remain. For we are immortal.
Alright, that was Mechanicus 2 demo, and it crashed for me twice, both during changing of levels or battles or whatever, and after the end cinematic. So if there's something after the cinematic, I don't know, because the last autosave is the final turn of Scaviola's combat, and I didn't want to redo the other combat, so yeah. Anyway, it looks very promising. I hope they fix the crashing and, do a great job, because it looks very promising. So yeah, that was Mechanicus 2 demo, and I thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one.